Blowing across Nigeria is the wind of hope as Africa's young entrepreneurs with the same dream take a break from their everyday lives and embark on a journey across the nation with their innovations and inventions.
These are equations. You can't find them anywhere in the world. It's an invention.
From the east, west, north, and south of Nigeria, we will witness as they make their way through the screening and auditioning to meet and convince the A.Y.E judges why they should be among the chosen beneficiaries. Meet the judges. Stephen Reed has been in the entrepreneurial ecosystem for 27 years. His company, ENN Africa, partners with radio broadcasters to provide entrepreneurial content across Africa. Rayliat Oyetunde is the CEO consultant at Prince Salt Global Consulting Limited. She is also the Chief Operating Officer of GEM Factor. Tiamara Williams hails from New Zealand. She has spent years developing and delivering a leadership program to disadvantaged youth in Africa. She has also designed personal development program for entrepreneurs.
When you're a creative, you actually have to become a leader. So you have to be very clear about who you are.
Zunad Ahmad is an experienced learning consultant and business advisor with more than 2 decades in sales and public education experience, as well as financial services. And meet the A.Y.E president, Sumi Smart Francis, a serial entrepreneur and investor.
You have the basis of business. Your product is nice and you can sell. On that note, we have no excuse but to support you.
For the viewers joining us at home, Dapo, what is entrepreneurship?
Now, entrepreneurship is a mindset. It is the mindset of the individuals to making a living out of a venture that they are passionate about. And we are here to empower hundreds of entrepreneurs to move Africa forward.
In other words, an entrepreneur must be passionate about his or her venture.
Our first applicant is Japhet Auto, a painter. He is well certified and hoping to turn his business around.
Auto, Japhet is my name. I am into paint production, all kind of paints production. And I have a unique product, which is not common to everyone here. Instant repainted paint, which I produce, which I have the sample here.
According to Coatings World, the sales volume of industrial paints and coatings in South Africa, Nigeria, and Kenya stood at 101.2 million liters in 2012, and it is estimated to reach 142.1 million liters in 2017. The Nigerian paint sector, with over 1,000 operators, is considered to be highly competitive.
These skills, I learned these skills during my NYC service year when I was serving, because NYC have a program such a way that when you are serving, you must learn a skill. So I take it to paint production. If net can be treated to repair mosquito and insect, a product which we use in a house can also be repair mosquito. That is why I have to go into the research. After that, when I got the research and I have to produce my product to NYSC, they have to keep it, and they invited Standard Organization of Nigeria to come and inspect it. After that, NYSC have to give me this certificate of participation. This certificate. When you are using paint are chemicals and dangerous to health. I said I cannot just go with not treating with chemical. I have to go and study HSC 1 and 2 for the safety of what I'm working on. That I still have the certificate here.
Wow.
Yes, HSC 1 and 2 for safety purposes.
Thank you, Otto.
Mr. Otto, yes, sir. You can see you have acquired so much certificate.
Yes, sir.
How much interest has your product acquired?
Interest?
Yes.
Yes.
What are the feedback of your clients, customers?
Yes.
Whatever.
It was fantastic. Even on Wednesday, someone called me, says he need a certain paint. He need about 5 of them. So I said, okay, I have to call. I said, I'm traveling. I said, when I come back, I'm going to produce for them. I am producing on demand now because I have no fund to stock my products. If I have money, I would have stocked whatever they need.
Are they all insect repellent?
Are all
Yes.
your paints insect repellent?
All of them?
No, I
Not all
also
of
produce ordinary.
normal paints.
Yes, permanent paint. But this is a very special product from in our region because we have a lot of water in the Niger Delta region, and the people always suffer from mosquito and malaria.
So this 3 million you are looking for, is it to produce this as your bespoke paint or to produce all
To
paints?
produce all the paints.
Okay.
Because the 3 million, what I requested for is going to go for pre-opening expenses, opening stock, and initial expenses.
Those 3 points, we need to talk about it. Give us a moment, we'll call you back in.
Japhet waits for their decision. He's convinced, but are the judges?
I think we should see his sales energy and the loan, if he's got his paperwork in place. Madam Relat, what do you
You
think?
get a
I think
look.
we
If
could
he's got
push
his
it.
paperwork
I
in place.
feel like he's
I like
a
the fact that
salesman.
he's asking for loan. He's
feel
not
like he
asking for
is.
grant.
And he's done his preparatory work. You saw he's methodical.
He's got an order
Let's
for
bring it in,
500 when he gets
test
home.
his sales energy,
And
I'll
we get
push
him
his
for loan.
application through.
We'll
Let's
find out
bring him
first
in.
if his company is incorporated.
We've considered your request. I'd like you to sell that paint to my colleague who's building a house.
This is a customer, he's interested, he's built his house. How big is your house? It's a story building. And it needs paint. You knock this door, you open the door. Being character, you're a salesman, you're selling Jack's paint. You're not a director, you're a salesman for Jack paint. 1 minute.
Japhet faces a challenge of selling his product to one of the judges. Will he be able to pull through this one?
I have a special product.
Not us, he.
I have a special product which can repair insect or an odor and mosquito in your house. It's a very special product which is not common in the market and it's affordable. And it's produced by Japhet Jones Production.
And how long does the insect repellent last?
Our product, well, we specify it for 18 months because of health sake. Actually, it can be 24 months, but because of human effect, we specify it 18 months.
How much is your product?
This particular one is 8,800.
My brother, there's a paint for 7,700 down the road there. And you're saying I should buy your own for 1,800. Why?
The reason you should buy my own is special.
Mr. Jack, you're saying
the same
special,
thing.
special.
No, my own, it was well produced and was researched for, which is not harmful for human beings.
The same paint, the same research for, is selling down the road for 1.7. Why should I buy yours 1.8?
The reason my quality is different because that particular one you're talking about, is not durable as mine, and at the same time, it may have offensive odor.
So no offensive odor with
No
Mr.
offensive
Jack,
odor.
I'm concerned. You said if it lasts for 24 months,
Yes.
then it's harmful to humans. Yeah?
No.
Isn't that what he
No,
said?
so the paint lasts that long.
I say as a physiology, I know how important it is. So we have to treat it. And another thing I want to emphasize, when you use this paint in painting the house for today, you have to wait for 2 days before you can enter inside that premises because of the nature of it, so that it can.
Mr. Jack, you already have somebody trying to protect your business, sell your business for you, which is a very good thing. Mr. Reed doesn't just go for any business, he goes for the right businesses. So on that note, we are interested. We're happy to push your loan forward. We hope that your paperwork are in place. Am I correct?
Yes, they are all
in terms of your business, right?
Yes, I have.
Because you understand the bank requirements, right?
Yes, this is
Thank you very
my
much
bank.
for coming, and we'll definitely get back to you on that.
The
world's largest entrepreneurship network, A.Y.E, presents Networking with the Giants Conference, holding on the 30th of November at the Oriental Hotel, Victoria Island, Lagos. An evening of glamour, business, entertainment, and networking. Come and network with all the business giants you ever wish to meet. Register now on www.ayeonline.org. Fill in your personal details, name, telephone number, and email address. Identify the name of the giant you wish to meet and submit. For more information or partnership, call 080-600-40620. Networking with the Giants Conference, powered by Africa's young entrepreneurs.
Olabisi Adebiyi has a vision to open her own fashion factory. In the interim, she is requesting a 10 million naira grant for her business idea.
My name is Oluyele Adebiyi. The name of my company is Fabulosity, and it's a plus-size fashion line. And this line came out of a passion, basically, from my experience, being a plus-size teenager growing up, trying to find clothes that look good and display and portray my confidence and my personality. And so over the years, I have kept the passion alive, and I have decided that I want to make clothes that fit and look good for the plus-size African man and woman.
According to the Fashion Designers Association of Nigeria, FADAN, the nation's fashion industry is worth about $10 billion, about 1.55 trillion naira.
Share with us, what do you need from A.Y.E?
I need a business grant to be able to move my business to the next level. I would like to make ready-to-wear lines where people can purchase them at e-commerce stores, or maybe walk into my flagship stores and have them bought. So I don't have that resources right now, and it's a dream and a passion for me. And I would love, I would be grateful if I can get the grant from A.Y.E to do this.
How much grant are you asking for?
2 million naira.
You requested on your phone for 10 million.
Yes, I did.
So what happened? This change of mind, when did it happen and why?
After I filled the form online, I have a mentor who's been helping me with my business planning and the strategy for my business. And one of the things he made me realize is that investors would think that you just want to take their money and go. But if you ask for the barest minimum that would allow you to do the basic infrastructure to move the business upwards, then it will show them that you're here to stay and that you mean business. So although I do need a lot of money, but 2 million naira would actually help me to start up a factory and be able to make my ready-to-wear lines, because quality assurance is key for me, and that's one of the reasons why I haven't been able to do this, because I don't have my own staff and I don't have my own factory working with me. I have a Facebook page called Fabulosity. I also have an Instagram page called Fabulosity. I recently opened the Instagram page after sometime this year. And I do have more presence on Facebook than on Instagram, because on Facebook I'm able to give a lot of tips and I'm able to give more advice than on Instagram.
Give us a moment. We need to talk about this change of mind of yours.
Okay.
And also your request.
All right.
So we'll bring you back. And just give
Thank you very much.
I think the point was really valid, to go for, just fundamentals and then put in the hard work. I think that, I kind of accept that she changed her figure.
You got good advice from her mentor?
Yeah, she got really good advice, and she's taken it, and I think there's a huge market.
My win is that she has a mentor. So
As a
everybody
mentor,
we say
and she has identified
we're going
her
to offer you a mentor. She's already done that step. It's great.
What she wanted to use these funds for initially was based on the 10 million, the breakdown here. So she needs to break down this 2 million.
Yeah.
I don't want a situation whereby it's just somebody who feels, I might not be able to get that amount, let me just get this amount.
Let me start somewhere.
Well, for one thing, she's put a website for e-commerce. You don't need a website.
You don't need a
e-commerce
website
anyway.
for e-commerce.
You use Facebook nowadays.
Let's bring her in to know what 2 million is for.
It's the moment of truth. Will she step out in grand style or not?
The judges have decided that it's a good thing, you're on the right track for choosing a business mentor. So that's fine. However, what we have here is your request for 10 million, what you need the 10 million for. Can you tell us what you need the 2 million for?
Okay, in the overall business plan that I made earlier for the 10 million, I wanted to have a factory and a flagship store where the clothes would be made and then people can walk in. But the catch of the flagship store was it was going to have an alterations corner where if they buy my clothing and it's too big or too small, it can be altered immediately. And that was going to take a lot more money because of the machines that would be needed to make the alterations.
Olabisi, your business dream is well composed, and that can be done by any entrepreneur. I want to have a factory and a shop and a styling, and the factory and the manpower will design my label. Every entrepreneur has a business dream, and when they tell you about this dream, it's well put together. Everything looks like it's going to work, but most times it's not always like that. So that's why it's always good to start from the beginning to the top. So during the journey, you will learn, and the experience will guide you for future transactions, right? So why don't we look at the machines itself, where you are, and still operate from where you are and get the machines that you really need? Is that possible?
No, I am not a tailor. I am a designer. If I were a tailor, I would have my machines. I'm not looking for machines to make bespoke clothing. I need to have that factory to be able to make the ready-to-wear line, to be able to bring out at least 100 pieces of clothing per time.
Olabisi,
yes,
please give us another minute. We need to get a solution for you.
Okay.
Please go back in.
So you're clear what she wants?
Well, I am clear what she wants, but what we are offering cannot solve her problem.
And what she's now requesting for still cannot solve
it still can't solve her problem, and it's big.
The industrial machine needs and the factory cost.
She can't run it.
I think she just needs to empower a whole lot of women to do the sewing for her, and she designs.
Yeah, she can still work with
she can still design and get tailors to make the clothes.
And then a whole lot of people are
and she can start from there.
Let's bring her back.
If she's willing.
Our fear is one thing, that even your current request cannot fulfill what you're trying to achieve.
Let me break it down. If A.Y.E were to give you 10 million, where do you operate from?
I currently operate from my house.
No,
I have
which location, which state?
Lagos State here.
In Lagos?
Yes.
You get 10 million. You're going to get an industrial or a factory space.
Yes, please.
How much will you pay for a factory space?
Well, currently, I'm not going to look for an industrial space. I'm going to look for like a house, yes.
Closer I think we should just round up with you knowing that 2 million will not achieve this
2 million
particular
can't
one.
achieve this
Do you
particular
agree with
one.
that?
Do you
Because
agree?
we need to conclude.
I am going to start as small as I can. This dream
So
of
the
mine is
factory will
going
not
to
start.
So the factory
It
can
will
start.
start
With
because
2
it's going to
million?
start in a
Give us the
house.
breakdown yourself.
I get an apartment for 300,000 naira based on the location of Ogba.
Yeah.
I get 3 machines. I get 2 sewing machines. I get 1 industrial machine. I get a weaving machine, and then I get a finishing machine. At the cost of all these things, it's going to cost me 500,000 naira because I have friends who buy this.
Okay, complete this thing.
Okay, so that's about 800,000 naira.
Yeah.
My tailors, as at now, will not be on full-time pay. They will be on commission based on how many clothes they make. And so if I have someone come into my store, into my factory to make those kind of clothes for me, and I do 50 of these particular designs, then I put them on e-commerce websites, I sell them on my...
So the 2 million will be enough?
2 million is okay for
We
you.
would investigate the possibilities of this 2 million running this present business.
Okay.
And if it's possible,
Yes.
then we'll look into it. If it's not possible, then I'm afraid there is nothing we'll be able to do.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
All right.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
wet, my bike is wet, my accessories are wet, my helmet is wet. And this gentleman, Mr. Desmond Okoye, who claims to be a medical practitioner, a doctor to be precise, who's come up with a very ingenious application that helps the end users locate doctors around the country, has given us a false address. I've been to 2 addresses already before I eventually called his number. When I spoke to him, he told me he was at the 3rd address, plot 24. I'm here at plot 24 now. I'm still not certain this gentleman is over here. It seems like he's taking me for a ride and messing me around. Come with me, guys, please. We realized that you asked for a grant for about 6 million. Yeah. And we wanted to first of all find an idea about what kind of business you are in and what you do. I've pretty much read your profile, which gives me a good idea of exactly what it is you do. But I want to understand your business some more, so maybe you can enlighten me.
Okay. So basically, now you're in Lekki for the first time, and let's say you live here, okay, and something just happens in the house, and you really do not know where a hospital is. You are just moving to the area. So we have this health finder that we have created. So it uses your GPS location to point out health providers around you.
That's base.
In 25 kilometers per.
And does that app work functionally as of this minute that we speak?
Yes,
work
sure.
functionally
It's
as
web-based.
It's web-based. Yeah. So you have to go online to get it done. Okay, that's fine. I appreciate your time. Yeah. This was fantastic talking to you. I mean, you are the future. It's a good business idea. I see no reason why you shouldn't make headway as we go along. We've spoken to him. His business is legit.
The world is a global community as we know. A.Y.E is a software development company that connects people, and they are here to build and advance their network.
Can you tell us what your business is about?
Okay, my name is Andy Omona. I'm CEO, co-founder of A.Y.E.
My name is Nnamdi Omona. I'm a co-founder of A.Y.E.
A.Y.E is the social media networking software that connects local communities closer together. We all belong to local communities all around the world, and each locality have different needs and priorities. So what we are trying to do with A.Y.E is to solve education, security, and SME in each local community.
The global software industry grew in 2013. The size of the worldwide software industry was $407.3 billion. According to NOTAP, the National Office for Technology Acquisition and Promotion, Nigeria loses over $1 billion annually to software importation. The potential of the Nigerian software market should be in excess of $10 billion annually, if well harnessed.
How do you make money?
No, we have not made money. We are still developing.
How are you going to make money?
It's just simply cost per click, cost per impression, advertisements, sponsored advertisements. Now, we are already localized, communities are localized. So for big brands that want to have targeted marketing for each local community, so if you want to buy targeted advert and you want access to more than one community, you can buy the number of communities you want. If you say you want a targeted advert for Unilag, for instance, University of Lagos.
Got it. So my question then is, you need to create a certain amount of users before you can get adverts.
Yes.
So how long have you budgeted for that process?
Okay, it will take us at least 2 years. We want to break even when we get to at least 50 or 100,000 users.
I want to know why would I, as a community member, use your platform instead of Facebook? Because, I mean, I've just been in New Zealand for 6 months.
Yeah.
My local community has a Facebook group.
Yes.
We could join the local police to it. Everybody buys and sells on there. They let someone know they lost their dog, or, you know, like they need a housekeeper or whatever, and you can target whatever you want on there.
Now, Facebook sells targeted adverts. If, for instance, I want to sell in Lekki, Lagos, Nigeria, on Facebook, I can only target Lagos, Nigeria. I can't target my particular campus community. Now, the original vision of Facebook was...
Sorry, I differ with you there.
Yes.
Okay.
You can target I belong to a Facebook group in my area. Specifically that suburb.
Now, what do you want from A.Y.E and what's the money for? We just need to hear that information and deliberate on that.
All right.
What do you need? What are you asking for?
I need 5 million for...
What's the money for?
Okay, I have to get hardware components, dedicated server for this project.
Yeah.
I have to get furniture for the office.
Okay.
I have to get some software components so I can improve
5 million, is it a grant or a loan?
A grant, a grant.
Let's talk about this 5 million. Give us a minute, we'll call you back in.
All right, sir.
Thank you very much. Yeah, the A.Y.E culture is to offer them anyway mentorship and guidance.
Mentorship
we offer them that and try and see and redesign their model.
They need to change business.
Yeah, we'll design the entire model.
And I think we agree they're pretty cool guys. Like, I would want to work with people like that. They need a mentor
think they're lovely.
who can help them find the right space
and
for their creativity and innovation.
Let's bring them in.
So we've had a discussion, and I don't believe that you're going to be able to compete with Facebook. They can do basically everything that you want to do. I think you guys are great.
A good entrepreneur always looks for what is not there. And for me, what you pitch to us today exists. WhatsApp can do that for me as well.
The A.Y.E platform provides you mentoring and guidance. So we'll be working with you on mentoring and guidance on how to present your idea properly, redesign it, and turn it into a business money-making venture.
So maybe if I can add to that, so A.Y.E is not going to fund you. And at the same time, A.Y.E believes in you as entrepreneurs, that there's a vision in there that A.Y.E would like to see come out.
So let's bring it out first before we fund
and that's
it.
where the mentorship comes in.
Thank you very much for coming, guys.
Thank you for coming.
Next on Africa's Young Entrepreneurs.
Let's ask you again, would you consider taking a loan? I don't think you are fit enough for what you are preaching.
So why not?
Then take a loan.